Did you know there was a controversy over the Disney film Tangled when it first came out? And it was all because they changed one word, but it was quite an important word. In fact, it was the title. When the film was first put into production, it was called Rapunzel Unbraided, and then the Unbraided was dropped and it was just called Rapunzel. A title like this was following years of tradition for Disney princess films. Cinderella, Pocahontas, Sleeping Beauty, Mulan, all were named after the titular princess. The decision to change the name of the Rapunzel film came relatively late in the production process. In fact, Disney had already started marketing the film as Rapunzel. They had even released an official logo and everything. So why was Rapunzel's name scrapped from the title of the movie? Well, it all started with Disney's previous animated film, The Princess and the Frog. Despite critical acclaim, The Princess and the Frog's box office performance wasn't what Disney had been hoping for. Ed Catmull, president of Pixar and Disney Animation Studios at the time, explained that because everyone thought that Princess and the Frog was a really good film, it would appeal to all audiences, and not just the narrow audience that would want to see a princess film. In reference to the box office performance, he noted that, based on the response from fans and critics, we believe it would have been higher if it wasn't prejudged by its title. The mediocre box office results spooked people at Disney, and concerns started to grow over their upcoming film, Rapunzel. Thus, it seems that in order to market the film to all audiences, they decided to change the title. This was no longer a princess film. This was Tangled. However, the title wasn't the only marketing decision that seemed to pull the movie away from Rapunzel as a character. A lot of the posters and trailers gave much more emphasis on Flynn Rider, the movie's prominent male character. I watched this trailer while researching this video, and it's quite surprising how focused on Flynn Rider it is, with Rapunzel only appearing briefly at the end of the trailer. When talking about the change, Ed Catmull explained, "We did not want to be put in a box. Some people might assume it's a fairy tale for girls when it's not. We make movies to be appreciated and loved by everyone." Disney did take some criticism for this change. Variety's Justin Chang ridiculed the change, suggesting that it would be like changing the title of The Little Mermaid to Beached. And even the former Disney and Pixar animator Floyd Norman spoke out to call the idea, quote, beyond stupid. However, on the day of Tangled's release, the directors actually challenged reports that the title had been changed for marketing reasons. They pointed out that the change was due to the fact that Rapunzel wasn't the only main character in the film. They used the example that it would be like calling Toy Story Buzz Lightyear if they were to call Tangled Rapunzel. They explained that they needed a title that represented the film's leading duo, Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. In 2014, executive producer John Lasseter weighed in, explaining that they had changed the title to appeal to a wider audience. There was an audience perception that these movies were just for little girls, but when boys, men, whatever, actually see these movies, they like them. So on Rapunzel, we changed the name and we called it Tangled. We did marketing that made the people who would not normally show up say, hey, this looks pretty good. Tangled went on to make $600 million at the box office, over double what The Princess and the Frog took. We will never know how successful a film called Rapunzel might have been, but I can only assume that Disney were happy with the decisions that they made. Since then, Disney princess films have sometimes been titled after the titular princess, like Moana, and sometimes not, like Frozen. What do you think though? Do you agree with Disney's decision to change the title of Rapunzel to Tangled? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, you might also like the video I made about the history between Disney and DreamWorks, so feel free to give that a watch there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.